What's up again? It's Jennifer Sherman. Thank you for letting me be a part of your journey as a parent. So whether you're a mom, dad, grandparents who's stuck in this realm again, I'm here to support you. So I'm doing just a little bit about me. If you haven't watched my other videos, I teach human development for several universities and colleges. My full-time job is a high school Spanish teacher currently in the state of California. But my passion and my love is really teaching a course that I call Womb to Tomb. So I have been able to work for several corporations to work with their employees on work-life balance and the stressors of being a parent. So usually I do have a lot of moms who take those courses, but occasionally I have a handful of dads because let's face it, the more knowledge we have, the better off we are as parents. And if we're on the same page as parents, then whether you're living with the significant other or you're co-parenting, being on the same page is important. So I've talked previously in my other episodes, we're working on 5 months old to 12 months. So 5 months to a year. We're going to continue that today. And what I want you to think about and remember is that importance of that nighttime routine and when to schedule the daytime naps once they're about 5 months. So that routine is super important. It allows your child to be calm during the day and understand that their needs are being met. Obviously, they can't verbalize what they need and when, and really, adults have a hard time verbalizing what they need. So if we can provide it for our infants, it allows our infants to feel more secure, to understand that their needs are met. When they're hungry, they eat at certain times. Their bodies know how to adjust to that rhythm. That's important. That's exactly what we want. So what I want to reach out today and discuss is communication with their significant other. If you're a single parent, having this routine is even more important because you have to schedule your time and your child's time. If your child has an important and a routine structure, this allows you to know exactly what to expect during the day. Chances are, if you're a single parent, you probably are working full time and either you have a nanny in your house or you're dropping your child off at daycare. Therefore, during the week, you're not necessarily worried about their daytime routines. However, you want to keep routines the same even on the weekends. So as much as possible, I'm not talking about when you go on vacation or when you have to travel. Even then though, you want to try to keep the routines very structured. What I notice with a lot of clients and a lot of times when I'm teaching this course is that spouses have a lot of arguments during this time period, especially if it's your first child. Definitely if it's your second or third because you're super tired. But we all actually have very similar arguments. When I started working with clients regularly, I realized I could say to them, hey, you're actually not special. So again, my big thing is no bullshit. I do not like BS. I will tell you straight to your face, you might not like what I have to say. You might not be ready for a change. I'm still gonna say it because the truth is the truth and what works, works. There are very few children that this doesn't work with. But after you have that set routine and structure, you need to be on the same page as your significant other, whether you live with them or you're co-parenting. Being able to have open discussions about how you're feeling is very important. Being able to discuss how the child is doing is very important. So sitting down with your significant other and saying, hey, here's our routine. At 9 o'clock or 9:30, whatever you decided, our child needs to go down for a morning nap. During the morning nap, we don't necessarily have to be as quiet around the house. If we need to vacuum or we're doing dishes, it's okay to make some noise. That nap doesn't have to be very long. You actually want it to kind of stop around 10:30. At that time, you will go grocery shopping. You'll do your grocery shopping afterward because you want that child awake, okay? You want them to stay awake during that time so that they're tired for their next nap. So doctor's appointments may be scheduled in between those nap times. Grocery shopping, shoe shopping, whatever you need to do, or taking them outside. If the weather permits, then go outside to the playground. Have them get fresh air. That always helps tire them out too. So taking them for a walk, taking them to the playground, depending on how close they are to the 12 months, maybe scheduling. That's a great time to schedule their like group classes if you're into that stuff. Or I know when I had my 2 older kids, we were on an Army post, so I stayed home with him. My husband worked full-time for the U.S. Army, and we just started making friends. I started making friends with other moms with young kids, and we would meet up certain times in like the little indoor play area, and the kids could crawl around and grow up together. Super fun. Then they nap from about 1 to 3. So again, making sure that your significant other understands the importance of these times. Sometimes we work with somebody, we have somebody in our house, our partner, who doesn't understand why it's important to have a schedule. So the more knowledge you have to explain, and the more control you have over setting that schedule for your child, the easier it is for your significant other to see that is working well for the child and to learn more about the process of why that helps. Again, these are important aspects for your child. You are building positive, good behaviors for your infant that are actually behaviors we as adults need to also have. And it's hard as adults. Sometimes we don't want to change our behaviors. Now think about it. If we allow our children to just grow up with those beneficial behaviors, think of how much easier life is for them when it comes to building a good sleep habit. Sleeping is extremely important. It is when your child grows. It's when they heal themselves. It's when their minds can truly rest and recover. Allowing them to have that through napping properly and then nighttime sleep routine is incredible. The next topic I'm going to talk about for our next little short session will be to make sure that your kids are sleeping all night long. This is one that a lot of people pay a ton of money for. How do you sleep train your child? So I'm going to go through a couple tips on how to do that in our next video. I'm keeping them short and sweet because I know you don't got time, but if you just listen to this a little bit at a time, hopefully you can get some good tidbits of information. Hope you have an awesome day. Thanks for joining. You are amazing. You are a great parent, a great role model. If nobody told you today, I'm telling you, tell yourself you are awesome and you deserve every good thing that's going to happen for you. Have an awesome day.